Again, at 9:10, 194 Secret Sound. I think we're dancing around it, but we're just not quite there yet. Right now, though, on the show, a round of Dump 'em or Date 'em. Today, we have Amber on the show, and she's basically trying to figure out if you were in her situation, would you dump somebody doing this, or would you date somebody doing this? At 237, it's text 35270. If you happen to be watching the Facebook live stream, you could sure comment there as well. Amber, why are you thinking maybe this relationship could be done? What happened?
Well, I was headed out with some girlfriends the other night, and we were having, we have a girls' night out like once a month. And my boyfriend of about a year, he stopped me, like kissed me goodbye before I walk out the door.
Sure.
And I thought everything was fine. And then he turns around and he's like, actually, you need to go change. You are not wearing that out. And it was a little weird at first. He's like, you're showing too much leg, you have too much cleavage hanging out, and no girlfriend of his is going to go out like that, which he's never done anything like that before. So, I don't know. I was a little weirded out, but also, not going to lie, I kind of have, like, daddy issues, so I was kind of turned on by it.
Okay.
And, I don't know, I went and I changed, and everything was fine. And then when I got to the bar, my girlfriends were like, why are you like so buttoned up? Like, they're not used to seeing me dressed so conservatively.
Yeah.
And I told them the story and explained what had happened, and they freaked out and were literally like, you need to dump him, like, immediately. That's horrible. I mean, I get what they're saying, and I don't know. I mean, it's kind of controlling, though, isn't it? Like, I didn't think about it that way at first, but now that they said something, I'm thinking about it's weird and controlling.
All right, so we'll work with that. Amber, thank you. So with that story, would you dump him or date him, Amy?
I would dump him. I think that's extremely controlling. It's telling me what I can and cannot wear. I like if my boyfriend tells me if something looks stupid, because you ever get that outfit in your mind and you're like, oh, piecing it together, and you're like, this is going to look really good, and you put it on, and then you're like, maybe this isn't as good as I thought. Getting a second opinion, saying, oh, yeah, maybe I wouldn't wear that because it doesn't look that good. That's one thing. For him to say no girlfriend of mine is going to show that much skin, I do not like that.
I agree with you, but does it change it that she was totally kind of into it?
That's weird to me
until the friend said something.
So that is what is weird about the entire thing.
Yeah.
I do think that just because she was kind of turned on by it, that could be maybe something that they use elsewhere. Maybe they take that to the bedroom. But I would still say dump, because for him to come across that way, he wasn't intentionally trying to turn her on. He was doing it because he was being controlling.
Yeah.
So his reasons for doing that were not the reasons that excited her. And that's why I think just if he's going to do that now, I think it's going to lead to other things. And I would just break up with him. It shows he's very insecure with the relationship. It shows he's insecure with you, and all of his issues. I would just leave him.
I'm kind of hanging in the dump region too, unless, I guess mine has an asterisk, unless you were super into it, and the only reason it was weird to you is because your friends didn't like it. Like, had you not talked about it with your friends, and the whole night you'd been like, man, that was so hot, and you'd have gone home and you'd had a great time, and you'd be in a perfect place right now, then maybe that's a different story. If you were into it, you're into it. Everybody's into different things. That would be my asterisk to it. But I do say dump him.
But that's the thing what's so, like, I don't get. Like, yeah, she could be turned on, and that's why she's, like, buttoned up and being like, oh, I'm being conservative for daddy or whatever she's thinking in her sick mind.
It seemed a little like that, though.
Yeah. I know, but I don't like it.
But the thing is, this is just going to be the start. All of a sudden, her boyfriend, or what she's going to think is, like, her daddy, is going to start doing other things. Like, what more will it lead to that it'll become even more controlling?
I'll go to your other favorite topic. What if he'd said, I'd much rather you wear this squirrel costume? She's like, I can't do that. And he's like, well, by the way, I'm a furry. If she'd gone and told her friends about that, they'd have probably had a similar reaction, but they still could have gone home and dressed like squirrels.
But and that
or
could
moose
be,
or mongoose. I don't know what you're into.
Like, if they've been together for a year and he's just kind of dropping this on her, it could be that he felt it in a fetish way too, but I think if that's the case...
You and that word, man.
He should have justified it to her. It's because everybody has tons of fetishes out there. Okay. I think that if that was his mentality and what he was trying to do, he would have said something to her, and then she wouldn't have actually gone out and actually changed and listened to him.
Well, let's all stand on the shoulders of Jamie's soapbox and Throw in our votes. 237, it's text 35270. Are you team dump? I think we're all kind of on the same page. Plus little fetish stuff. Or would you date him?